Once upon a time, in a quiet little town by the river, there lived a humble carpenter named Daniel. He was known for his kind smile and simple life. Daniel didn't have much, just a small workshop, an old house, and a heart full of love for others. Every morning, he repaired broken furniture for people in his neighborhood. He charged very little and sometimes nothing at all. When people asked him why he worked so hard for free, Daniel would simply smile and say, "Some gifts don't need to be seen to be felt." But not everyone understood him. His neighbor, Henry, a rich shop owner, often laughed and said, "Daniel, you'll never be successful if you keep giving everything away. People don't value free things." Daniel only replied, "Maybe, but kindness has its own value." One cold winter morning, Daniel was on his way to deliver a chair he had repaired for an old lady who couldn't walk. On his path, he saw a young boy sitting near the bridge, shivering in the snow. The boy's clothes were torn, his hands were trembling, and his eyes looked empty. Daniel stopped. He took off his thick coat and gently wrapped it around the boy. "Here, take this. It's warm," he said softly. The boy looked up, surprised. "But what about you?" Daniel smiled. "Don't worry about me. Warmth grows when it's shared." Then, without waiting for thanks, he quietly continued his walk through the snow. By the time he reached the old woman's house, he was freezing, but his heart felt light. That night, Daniel fell ill. His body was weak, but in his heart there was peace. The next morning, Henry heard that Daniel was sick. For the first time, he felt something unusual, a mix of guilt and sadness. He remembered Daniel's words. "Some gifts don't need to be seen to be felt." A few days later, Henry visited the hospital to see his old neighbor, but Daniel was no longer there. He had peacefully passed away in his sleep. Henry stood silently beside the bed, eyes wet with tears. As he turned to leave, a nurse handed him a small wooden box. She said, "Mr. Daniel asked me to give this to you if he ever couldn't deliver it himself." Inside the box was a small carving of two hands holding a heart. Below it were the words, "With the best gift is the one that asks for nothing in return." Henry held the carving tightly. Something in him changed that day. He started helping people quietly, without showing off, without expecting anything. And for the first time in his life, he felt peace. Years later, the little boy Daniel helped that winter became a successful doctor. Every year, he placed flowers on Daniel's grave and whispered, "Thank you for the warmth that saved my life." And from that small act of kindness, countless lives were touched. If you like this story, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for listening. See you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, stay kind, stay humble, and keep giving silently.